This is the text that convinced me to quit my job. About a year ago, my cousin Ish sent me this video from independent video journalist Johnny Harris. He also sent a text that said, quote, "This guy makes cool videos. He'll talk about a lot of shit. I can see you doing your own thing on YouTube. That would be awesome." That second to last sentence made me pause. I can see you doing your own thing on YouTube, and here's why. It made me pause because it was secretly something I'd been wanting to do for a long time, but I was too embarrassed to say it out loud. See, up until that point, I'd spent 8 years at prestigious media companies, most recently at NBC Universal. I was writing and producing videos in English and Spanish for NBC and Telemundo stations across the country. It was a dream job and I loved every second of it. But when I went home, I wasn't turning on the TV to watch those videos. Instead, like 1 in 4 Americans, I was going to YouTube to consume journalism. Specifically, I was turning to independent video journalists like Cleo Abram, Johnny Harris, Phil Edwards, Joss Fong, and Adam Cole, journalists I deeply admire, but for some reason I was too embarrassed to say I wanted to be like them. In part because I didn't think I had what it took to do what they were doing. But that text from my cousin flipped a switch for me. It made me think, well, if he can see it, why can't I? It made me really think about the answer to that question. Why can't I be an independent video journalist? I produce hundreds of deeply researched videos throughout my career. I've won awards for some of them. I know how to shoot. I love to edit. And I even teach visual journalism to college students. I clearly have the skills, so why don't I think I can be an independent video journalist? The only answer that kept coming back, if I'm being honest, was that I was scared of what others would think. And as cheesy as it sounds, that text from my cousin made me realize that while yes, there may be people who think that what I'm doing is silly, there will be at least one person who thinks it's awesome. And actually there will be 2 people, because I will be the other person that also thinks it's pretty cool. That text from a year ago convinced me to pick up a camera, shoot some stories, and quit my job at NBC. I'm launching a YouTube channel dedicated to stories about US Latinos. It's called In the Hyphen, and I hope you too will think it's awesome.